Beige is just not a good colour for a background, is it? I should really like get something good. Hi guys, so I thought I would do a like a review. I haven't used it for that long, but enough that I can say some good and bad things about it. It is on the Aubrey Organics Swim Shampoo and Conditioner. I've mentioned a few times that I've been going to the gym and going swimming, and I'm planning to do between 6 and 14 kilometres a week, depending on how often I go, because I plan to go either 3 or 4 days and doing either 2 or 4 kilometres each time I go, so it depends how often I go. I mean, this week I've only done 2 so far, but that's because my legs hurt from ballet, so, you know, it depends. I've been finding that since I've been going, I've been washing my hair a lot more, because I'd only wash my hair twice a week, if that. So obviously, like, after swimming, I have to shower it or the chlorine out. I've started using the swimming hat as well, because I noticed the movement of my goggles was getting me some breakage up near the roots, so that's fixed that, but the water still seems to be getting into the hat. It's one of those latex based ones, but it still just seems to get under it. Unless I might need to find like a tighter one, because when I was younger it never used to get under there and my hair would just be bone dry. So I'm yet to work this out, because it might save me a lot of issues. I knew I needed to get something that would really clarify and get all the chlorine out, because it was what I was using. I was taking like little samples of, I say samples, I was decanting some of the Superdrug ones I use into little bottles, and that just wasn't enough. The conditioner wasn't enough, and the shampoo I actually use a few times. I've also been taking a purple shampoo with me, because I've noticed that although the chlorine hasn't been making my hair green, it has been making it more yellow quickly, so it needs more purple shampoo, really. I need to do that to sort of bring it back more ashy. I noticed that even though I just had my hair cut recently, my hair felt quite dry at the ends, and it isn't because it needed like a snip again or anything, it was because it just needed some moisture, and the conditioner I was using after the swimming and the drying out from the chlorine, it just wasn't helping. So I thought I needed to find something that was good, obviously suitable for after swims. I bought them directly from their website. Did I? Yes, I did. And I bought them in a package, so I think they're about £10 each, and I got them both for, I want to say £18.98 as a package. Postage I think was about £3.99, and yeah, that sounds about right. And it arrived within about, I think it was 3 days, so that's pretty good. First of all, I'll start with the shampoo. Both of them have jojoba oil and quinoa in them. They both say that they're pH neutralisers, remove build-up, and they protect, and it's suitable for all hair types. Sulfate-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free, pretty much everything free, so that's good. It's got organic rice extract that removes chlorine and minerals, and organic jojoba oil and quinoa proteins to deep condition and protect. I found that they work really, really well. First, I'll start with shampoo, but it works really well. It removes the chlorine, it gets rid of all that, you know, the slimy coating you get from chlorine. If you don't, you probably do. It just leaves this horrible residue, and this definitely gets rid of it. I only needed to use 1 wash with this, and then I went in with the purple shampoo, but I let it sit for a little bit, but it got it all out. The only I think the only real downside of this is the smell. It smells a bit like jojoba and a bit like quinoa, but mainly for me it smells like gone off marzipan. And the colour is pretty much, I don't know if you can see, it's pretty much the same sort of colour as jojoba oil. It's weird because it's like, it starts off being nice and then you're like, it's the after bit, isn't it? It's like Di Serrano and someone's poured vodka into it. But it does get everything out of the hair and does exactly what it needs to do. It makes your hair feel really, really good. And as I said, I take a purple shampoo with me. I take my little Lush Daddy-O with me, and that's quite strong smelling, so it tends to overpower this. So once I've used this, I go in with that, and then my hair just smells of that anyway, because the conditioner doesn't really leave much of a smell, which is great. Again, it says it's ideal as well on the back of here. I didn't actually read this, but it's ideal for blonde hair, but you would have thought that because you need to get the chlorine out. With this, it kind of reminds me of a body butter consistency. Let's see if I can do this for you. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a slight shimmer to it. It's kind of like a creamish colour, and it's got a little shimmery bit to it. Consistency is somewhere in between a typical drugstore brand and like a Lush conditioner, so it's slightly thin, but when it goes on, it does actually make your hair feel really nice. It will feel a bit like a Lush one when it goes on, in the sense that if you're used to using drugstore ones, you pretty much coat your hair and it feels all slimy and you're like, okay, my hair's coated. Whereas the Lush one, you have all these dry bits and you're like, is it doing its job or not? You don't know. But this one will feel more like that, so you might use a bit more than you actually need to, but your hair will feel really good after this, and it doesn't leave much of a smell. So these have actually worked, I think, really, really well. They do exactly what they say they're going to do. They're cruelty-free, and they're pretty much natural, and I don't see anything wrong with that. The only downside to this is the smell. I wish it could be something else, because usually I like when things, body and hair care and stuff like that, smells like I want to eat it, but with these I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to eat that. Like, if it was fruitier, that would be amazing. I might look and see if they have anything else in their line that would be pretty, like, and read the ingredients, see if they're pretty much suitable to use for the same job. This is the only one I've found so far that is cruelty-free. I haven't had much of a look. This was pretty much just the first one that popped up. I've seen a few other, like, swim shampoos and conditioners, but they weren't obviously cruelty-free, which is not good. You know how when you smell something that has cucumber, it has that kind of cool air to it? That's what that has. It has a slight cool smell to it, so it's slightly less horrible and potent. But this is just a bit too much, I think. The smell's a bit much, but it's good that the Lush one kind of is the one that comes out in your hair, because otherwise it just smells horrible. But these two worked really, really well. My hair still felt a little bit dry after the swim, but it's going to, because it needs a good deep condition. But this really did a good job compared to what I was using before. It really does work, and this has done really well, because I think I'd have tried 3 or 4 conditioning, 3 or 4 shampoos, and it wouldn't get it all out, which is just a pain in the arse, because I don't want to use more product than I have to. Like, why would I want to use like half a bottle if I don't need to? Oh, see, like on the back of this it says tantalising almond apricot scent, so that'll be why. See, I didn't read that, didn't think to read that. Maybe you should read things, because I don't. I'm right in thinking it does smell like gone off di Serrano then, and marzipan. That's okay, but it's good, because I was thinking when I first read these, how would it smell like quinoa? Surely that would be really weird. It definitely smells like almond, yeah. If it smelled just like apricot, this would be really nice, but it doesn't, so what are you gonna do? But yeah, they work really well. Maybe this will just take some getting used to, because I'm used to really fruity things. Hey, hopefully this gives you like an idea of what they're like before you buy them. I know you can get the little sample sizes, but I find that for the price it seems a bit stupid, because it just doesn't seem worth it. I'd say if you need to go, if you're going on swimming or going on holiday, because these are meant to be good for salt water as well, especially if you're blonde, give these a go, because they do work, but just be warned that the smell might be a bit strange, because it is strange. But they really do the job, and I'm pretty much impressed with them. So thank you for watching this, guys. I hope it was interesting or helpful or something like that. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you really like me, subscribe, that'd be cool. Yeah, thank you to anyone who has subscribed so far. It's really been appreciated. I've noticed a few more people lately, so hi new people. Come get annoyed by my antics. I'm sure you will. As I've said before, the links are all in the description, so if you want to keep up with my rambling, feel free. I'm always on Twitter and Instagram complaining about my life, so feel free to come and, you know, join me in my ranting about things. I'd like that. And I will see you in my next video, which will be Thursday.